out in Brabant. It don't stop till he gets in. Come on, Doc. Don't stop till he gets in. He's not here yet. All right. Let's go. I don't know about you guys, but these last, I don't know, a few weeks or so, I've been like really like angry, like deep in my soul, like,
Me too.
yeah. And so this poem I'm about to do, I actually wrote in the build up to the 2016 election, and unfortunately, it's still like totally relevant because nothing's changed. So, and I could, anyway, I'll just start. Whether we like it or not, we've been conscripted to fight in a war for the soul of mankind. We're on the front lines every day of our lives, from San Bernardino to Baltimore, and every Aurora and Ferguson and Newtown in between. Meanwhile, our elected officials are so entrenched in national conventions and playing to their bases in primary races that none of them want to get caught in that no man's land called compromise. So they shore up their office by gerrymandering their already segregated nation to silence minorities and dissenting opinions. And so our political debate devolves into speeches of hate, as if all of our problems are foreign in origin. We can build walls as tall as we want, but they will never save us from self-destruction in this war for the soul of mankind. When people rise up and insist on having clean water to drink by flexing their rights to peacefully assemble, things suddenly resemble some totalitarian police state, where we live in fear of becoming victims of those with a badge on their chest that shields them from prosecution. And they get paid vacation when they spray some innocent protester in the face with some mace. Their job is to serve and protect, not to break your goddamn neck. Doesn't take a genius to see the bias and violence inherent in the system, but it takes a blind eye and no spine to allow this miscarriage of justice to persist in our midst in this war for the soul of mankind. There's this thin blue line that's more like a crack, breaking up families, especially if you're poor and black, which is enough suspicion in some jurisdictions to stop and frisk. Don't risk resisting, you're guilty till proven innocent, unless, of course, you're rich. Well, then you get off with a slap on the wrist, right, Robert Kraft? Otherwise, you sit and rot until you're desperate enough to plead, and then after incarceration, you're on probation, and they manufacture violation after violation, till the only occupation that's left is on the street, hustling to make ends meet, polluting your own people with crack or smack, till you wind up with the murder rap, all because he was wearing red instead of blue, and now he's dead, creating another fatherless son, which brings us back to square one. Just another statistic to add to the casualty list in this war for the soul of mankind. I cannot sit idly by and watch a bunch of guys objectify every single woman that just happens to walk by. It seems at times our whole society has complete disregard for a woman's education or station in life, so quick to reduce her to just a collection of body parts, whose only purpose is gratification, ignoring the fact that that's someone's mother or daughter you're talking about. And when a woman gets upset, we just blame it on PMS. Instead of giving her feelings the respect that they're due, we cop an attitude and say, quit being so bossy. And we should pat her on the back for being so awesome and having the courage to stand up and say what's on her mind. Because she's taught from a young age that having a brain is somehow repulsive. And how many derogatory terms these days have feminine connotations? The P word, the B word, the C word. It's all so absurd that a woman today still takes home 3/4 of the pay as a man. How long will it take to create a land of true equality? The battle for women's rights is all part of the fight in this war for the soul of mankind. There is no denying that we are fighting for the very soul of mankind. But do not mistake these words for carte blanche to do what you want, even score by killing some more. I mean, how many people are trying to fill the void in their life left by a bullet hole in their husband or wife or a child? And tragically these days, some words and phrases like Orlando nightclub have become synonymous with acts so heinous it doesn't take more than a name like Freddie Gray to evoke emotions we need to channel and focus into an impetus to turn off apps like Snapchat, get off our fat asses and take some action. The solution is to sympathize with our fellow man, try to see eye to eye with citizen or otherwise. Instead, we've forsaken our prophets who tried to incite us to dream and imagine and love, for pundits and talking heads that try and divide us, that try and tell us what side that we're on, that it's us against them, as if there's more than one side in this war for the soul of mankind. Thanks.